أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد. Today is 12th of May 2026 and we're going to do a trade review of last night trade, and let's get into it. So let's start from the daily chart. Let's start from the weekly. We'll start with a new week. I traded gold. I looked at USD and I was interested by its past price action. So daily chart, this is the candle I highlighted this recent week and this too. And yeah, so on daily chart you can see that there was a SMT formed on higher time frame, plus there was a break in market structure after respecting that uh, low quarter special. Okay, and we are right now at the upper quarter of that wick, of which low quarter we respected. Okay, we're still on. We're going to read this day. So I highlighted this daily highs, which was unfortunately was not taken. It was very unusual, and I'm going to make it as short as possible. And yeah, so on 4 hour chart, respected went into the discount plus respected the upper quarter of this daily, and right, and yeah, on higher time frame, it was clearly bullish. Let's get into the session. So today was no news. It was Monday and there was no news. And this day, the Monday was the day before core CPI. Tomorrow, which means today, is core CPI. Uh, so when the session started, was early New York session. We already went start going to upside. Okay, and this was, as you can see, the trade didn't get payout well. So one thing I have to notice, have to observe that there was a huge bullish move before the New York Open. So yeah, and this was also one of the reason why I did take a short on a higher time frame bullish day. So let's continue where we were on 15-minute chart. As you can see, we went higher, and this is a 930 candle. There was no quarter respected from where we reversed, but yes, there was quarter after in between. Okay, so let's get into the 15-minute chart. Is not that clear, but on 5-minute see. So I'm just going to talk about the trade. So I took this trade. The reason behind it, I was totally bullish on higher time frame, but I was prepared for a short as well if there is a higher time frame quarter being respected. Okay, I would love to take this trade if we went to the higher side here rather than reversing from here, which was quite I don't get it why did we do that. It was just to went to there after it. We make a relative equal high and we took it after. So I would be very more confident taking a short trade if we went to this upper quarter and we respected this upper quarter. And so it didn't happen. We respected the CEO of it. There was a 5 minute first place anti-fair value gap form plus 5 minute break in market structure. Okay, so I entered here. So main reason behind the first trade, as I told that this was the 1 minute first place anti-fair value gap to the IRBG, and then we went lower. First did not take this liquidity which I was looking for, so it made a relative equal low. Okay, we went higher, took this sell side, went here, then took again C plus break in market structure plus breaker plus proportional block. I entered. We start going to a lower side. I was seeing it this sell side liquidity being taken, and there was the option for me to set the stop loss to break even. Okay, because the recent liquidity was taken, but I was looking for it to take this as well, and it was too early for me to place the stop loss. Even there was recent liquidity been taken. So one point I can get from this is on the days like Monday, and especially high risk and low probable, because even it's a low time frame selling setup, it can trace to the downside to retrace, but still higher time frame we are bullish. So on these kind of days, don't expect more and set the stop loss to the break even after the recent liquidity been taken. So I was looking for this to at least to take down. We took this plus respected this monthly upper quarter and start going to the upside. It hit me here, stop loss was hit, and then I thought if we're not going lower, then we are going to the higher time frame bias. It was against higher time frame bias on, and it was a reversal, low time frame plus higher time frame placement. So then I took this trade. Okay, it was kind of forced trade because bias were right totally. I was very confident and with the long bias, but the setup was not that clear, especially on 15 minute. As you can see, the price action is so dirty out here. So the 15 minute first place anti fair value gap as well. It was a tiny plus low it was not that powerful because it wasn't with a breaking market structure. So I took this trade on the 15-minute breaking market structure, but I realized it's not that good, especially when looking on the high lower time frame. So lower time frame, when there was breaking market happened, I entered. So it respected the low part of the body of this first failure. So the least thing I want to see if we are bullish was it breaking to the downside. So it did went to downside, and that was a sign for me that uh, it's not it's not going to the upside, and it's not showing a clear sign. The way I wanted this area to be respected and to be clear out, it didn't even do that. So this kind of a day I was expecting the price to very quickly go for this high. Why? Because we fooled the sellers by making this structure, and we were on higher time frame, we were going to the high side, and because the high was not taken and there was a relatively equal high to form. So but as you can see, it respected the 1 minute first position to favor again. It was a sign for me that it's not working in favor, and luckily, fortunately, I closed this trade with some little loss. And as you can see, then we went for the downside, and it was a turtle soup type of trade by so my model is not this like turtle soup and liquidity, totally liquidity, but I know what happened after it by seeing it. It was a beautiful price action, and it should be studied and why it happened, and it is so powerful. So what I mean by this is that there was a relative equal high, we went higher, did not take the low, went higher, relative equal low, plus took the highs, plus first place anti-favor, plus 5 minute first place anti-favor you get, and there was a relative this liquidity, at least this should be taken, and then we went down, took this, and started going to the upside on the higher time frame wise, and that's what we did. And yeah, took the daily highs which I highlighted. So the timing was not good. My bias was right, but the timing was not right. So I took the highs and then it reversed. So this was the day. The streak has been broken. So I don't know why it's showing it's some kind of a glitch. Um, it shows the day one before the day. I don't know, a day before the day the trade is been taken. So almost how, yeah, this was on Monday, but this was on Friday, and this was on Thursday, and this was on Monday. I don't know why, like there's some kind of glitch or what. So that's the day was, and yeah, I did that. I think I didn't risk that much. I took this trade, the first trade only on GFT, but the second, because it was a lower time frame good trade, but still it wasn't that high probable trade, and yeah, that's why I took this trade only on one account, GFT, and after taking this loss, then I entered here. This was a post trade, and I did one mistake that I entered on every account. I entered on three of my accounts, and luckily it didn't. There was no low resistance liquidity run after respecting it, or this could be the loss as well. So I closed it with some on break even and some little loss. So yeah, that was the day. Inshallah, the next video, the day today will be a better day, inshallah, and I'll be more careful. And yeah, okay, Allah Hafiz.